Well, I'm back for another day. What a difference a day can make. Yesterday was 70 and today it's 35. I decided to start at the electric pole here, and I'm gonna work my way across. I'll see if I can do it without killing myself going down the hill. So here's the connections, the electric. He's still got to backfill this yet. I would imagine he'll get that either today or tomorrow. I think Levi's out getting gravel right now because the dump truck's gone. So he must be out getting a load. We worked on this yesterday. Initially we were down here, we found the water pipe down here. You can see right there is where they found it. And I tried to fish it and I kept getting mud, so I thought, uh-oh, something's going on. Found out right back there where that ½ inch is coming up, it pulled out of the pipe and it broke right there as well. So they dug it back further. You can see the pecks coming and looping around. That's coming all the way down from the house pad. So we're gonna test this water and make sure there's no leaks, and then he'll backfill all this. And all behind the well house there yet. Looks like there's more water. I think we got rain again last night. So this was backfilled some. You can see the electric here. Oh, I'm spinning around quite a bit here, but all this has to be backfilled yet. And I think he's gonna have to bring some dirt from the other side of the property to fill some of this in. You can see it's a little bit more exposed than it should be. It's kind of low there. But he's got all this done. This is where the electric's coming out for the shed. We'll get this backfilled. You can see these great big rocks they've been digging up. He's gonna throw them aside, probably over. I'll have him throw it over by that one. Maybe someday down the road we can use them. Unfortunately, they had to knock down that oak tree. It was in the way, but I'll cut that up and we'll burn it later. Everything's all muddy again. You can see right here between that stake and that stick, that's going to be our storage shed. It'll be a 10 by 20, and there's a 3/4 inch coming up there, so there'll be a silcock there for water by the shed. So we'll have a silcock down by the well house and one here by the shed, just in case, you never know. So I'm going to make it across our mud pie here. I already got about 2 pounds of mud in each boot. I figure by the time I get across, it should be close to 10 pounds in each boot. Everything's filled in here. That conduit that's sticking up, that's going to be for the fiber optic. I'll cut that shorter and put a piece of Liquidite on there, and it'll come up to the house, and then you can see the power next to it when we get to that point. So here he's got gravel, so he dumps some in front of the pad. So that's going to be the Shabin pad, but it was all muddy, you know, right here next to it. So he looked like he went ahead and did that. He's got some loads here dumped out already, so at least in front of the Shabin we won't just always be in mud. So it's got a nice base. Now this looks a little bit bigger. This looks like 2 inch, so he must have found some 2 inch. Yesterday here in Arkansas, he wasn't able to get 2 inch, but I think when he texted me this morning, he said he found a place in Gainesville that had some 2 inch, and he was a little bit worried in this area because it's real low over here in this corner, and there's always a bunch of water in there. and he wanted a little bit bigger base. So you can see he's got that right up into there. This is that whole area that we cut out. We gained quite a bit. I'm real happy with how much we gained. I think we're going to be very happy that we did this. He's got that 2-inch all the way across there. You can see he still has that whole area over there to do yet. And I'm going to come back to the pad. There's the view. You can see the lake. The water looks a little bit higher today. And right over across in front of the pad. That'll be handy, I think. At least we won't be completely walking in mud. And the water tends to come down sort of right here in this corner, and it flows down here, and then it looks like it's tended to go that way and then down. So hopefully it'll continue. This extra dirt over here, I think, is what Levi's going to take over to that well house where I said it's low. He'll probably use some of this up there. If there's any left, he'll just extend it over the hill a little bit. So I see he's got the driveway going. I would imagine he'll smooth this out. He'll probably drive on it, you know, quite a few times, obviously, with the dump truck. And you can see it's pushing it down. And then maybe I'll ask him, and maybe he'll come back with the skidster and, you know, kind of smooth it out. So this is all 1.25 inches. It was initially going to be a 2-inch base, but like I said, there was a shortage. So he's going to use all 1.25 inches, and hopefully it'll work out. Levi seems to think it will, so we'll go with his experience. I'm just walking up. This is the first time I've seen it. Now, I haven't driven on the new driveway yet, and I'm not gonna. What I decided to do is my honey, she's coming up tomorrow. She just couldn't stand being away no more, and I'm not sure if it's more me or more just everything going on at the property. Either way, I'll take it. I'm looking forward to seeing her. She's coming up tomorrow, and I'm not going to drive on this. I'm going to wait and drive on it for the first time when she gets here, and we'll drive on it together with our son Timothy. Okay, I'm at almost to the top.